Yo, we are back in After Effects, and today I'll be showing you how to create this 3D money effect using Element 3D and After Effects. This effect looks really cool. Also, I'm uploading daily in this channel for the month of July, so make sure to subscribe to stay locked in with all the tutorials. Anyways, I have this clip in my timeline as you can see, which I'm gonna add those effects on. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna track the camera of it. So go to tracker. If you don't see it, go to Windows and just toggle tracker, and you will see this tab right here, and just hit track camera and go over to advanced and set it to detail analysis. It will just 3D track our camera and give us the tracking data so we can add those 3D object into it. So after you're done tracking, you will see these track points into your scene as you can see. So you can go through the video and select a stable track points which last the longest. So I think somewhere from here I'm going to create a text and camera and see if it tracked properly. Yes, it is tracked properly, but we don't want the text for now, so let's just delete it for now. So we just have our camera in it. So now our camera is done. We're gonna add the 3D object. So to do this, just hit Ctrl Y in your keyboard and create a new solid like that, and add an effect called element into it. And you can also name this solid element, and you can also name this solid element as well if you want. And go over to custom layer now, go over to custom texture map and set your footage as a custom texture map so we can use it as an environment. Then head over to scene setup now, and for the money model I'm going to use money and casino pack. If you don't already know, it is a 3D pack that you have to install with element. So if you don't have this, you can just go over to Sketchfab or something like that and grab it from there. You can just search up money and just use whatever model you like. So I'm going to scroll down for now. So I'm going to use single base scene for now. So let's just import it and just rotate it so it's like that. As you can see, a pretty simple model, nothing too much. You can find these similar models in sketchfab.com as well, so you can grab it from there if you don't have this. Then go to environment and set your custom layer as your environment as well, and you can open up the material and just play with the reflection of it if you want. It makes it a bit reflective, which I like. Let's just not set it too much, something like that, nothing too much. So let's just exit out of here now. Then go to group 1, go over to particle replicator. Now we're going to replicate this model. So we have a lot of these in our scene. So for the replica count, I'm going to keep it 9. Then you won't see it replicating right now, but we can go over to replicator effect, then open up scatter, and you can just bring up the scatter so it's scattered around your scene. You can bring up the X to something like 100 and Y2 if you like around there. And J2, I really like bringing up Jet. It gives a lot of depth, so like 70 or 80 is fine for that. And you can also like reposition it so it fits in the scene perfectly, like over here. So now we're gonna add the rotation. To do that, go to particle look, open that, and go to multi object and just enable it. And now in rotation you can see rotate random object. You can just bring up the amount to rotate it. So let's just keep it like 100 or something like that in the beginning, and you can just animate this. Let's slow it down a bit and go to the end, and you can just bring it up. Like I like 3 cycles or something like that. I really like those, so let's just keep it like 3 cycles. And as you can see, it rotates as it goes, which looks pretty cool. Then after, you can see the lighting is messed up too, so now we're gonna fix that. So let's just close our group for now and go over to render settings, and we're gonna head over to lighting now, and you can play with these presets right here. So you can just play around these and see what works the best for you. But for me, for this scene, I guess cinema works the best because it has those blue tones. I really like those, but it also has this yellow tone which I don't like. So to remove it, you're gonna add a lumetri color, like a lumetri color into this, and go to basic correction, and you can just go to temperature and make it like cold a bit like that. And that right here makes it so realistic, as you can see. Now I'm gonna also bring up the contrast a bit like that. Then to make it more realistic, I'm gonna go to ambient occlusion, turn that on, and set it to ray trace. Then you can just play with the max distance and the gamma as well. That looks pretty cool right there. Then if you have like RSMB, you can also add those. It adds those motion blur, but it's too much right now, so I'm gonna bring up the motion sensitivity and lower down the amount to like 0.1, 0.10. Yeah, that looks pretty solid. After that, you can also add like a drop shadow and bring up the distance and mess with the direction as well, and bring up the softness as well, and lower down the amount for sure, something like 30. And for the sample color, you can just select a shadow area from your scene so it matches the color more. And we are pretty much done now. Now we're gonna add the blur to make it more realistic. So let's just go over to our 3D camera, open camera settings, camera options I mean, and in depth of field you can just enable it, and you can just bring up the aperture a bit and just mess around with the focus distance so it like focus your subject which is in close. I really like when it like in the end it focus in this, which looks pretty cool. So let's just do it right now. My settings are 800 for the focus distance, and for the aperture is 36. You can bring up the aperture more if you like 41 looks, and that blur right there makes it look so realistic as you can see. So finally I'm gonna add a shake from my shake pack to blend it all in. Let's just go to shake pack, and from SD I'm gonna add the best one in here. I really love my shake pack. I like using it on like everything. It makes everything blend in so much better. As you can see, the impact it adds is crazy. Also in my site I'm running a crazy bundle with my shake pack and my 3D title pack. In that bundle you are really getting like 2 packs in the price of one, so make sure to grab it. The link will be in the description if you want to check it out. So after that right there, my final effect looks something like this. So hope you like this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe me for more videos like this. I'm uploading daily, so you are locked in with all the tutorial and stuff. So see you in next video. Peace.